There is an AI browser explosion happening right now. Now, you may not be aware of this, but at the beginning of the summer, there were zero. By the end of the summer, there was one. It's not even Halloween, and there is three. Now, I've done some math and I've crunched some numbers, and if this trend continues, we will have 67 Chromium-based AI browsers by next Christmas. So you're probably asking, what the heck is an AI browser? Well, this is ChatGPT.com, but this is a website. What if, instead of a website, it was the browser? Meaning you go to the website and then you can just use ChatGPT in any website and ask any question about the content. I'm actually genuinely scared of these. It's because I am logged into all my important accounts. I have Amazon logged in. I have PayPal logged in. I have all of my credit information just sitting there waiting to be stolen. And with these AI browsers, I could be prompt injected by as simple as something as a PDF. Now, I'm sure plenty of you know what prompt injection is, but for those that don't know what the Hydra of LLMs is, look at this video. Now, you'll notice that we're uploading a basic PDF into Claude and asking for it to be summarized. But look at the output. Does that look like summarization, or does that look like Claude is now filing a linear issue ticket? That doesn't seem like my request. What happened there? Well, look at the PDF, and what do you see? A bunch of hidden text. That is prompt injection, where you ask something, but something else happens due to the context, something that you don't intend to happen. Now, you're probably saying, well, I never look at PDFs. I don't go to school. I don't read. Well, look at this. This is a beautiful image on the internet. Now, you may not realize it. Look really closely, but there's a bunch of hidden text on here. Now, if I ask who is the author, instead of discovering who created this image, I am now being navigated to my Gmail, codes being taken, and then going to another website in which they're stealing your information. See, that's the thing about prompt injections, is that you will interact with a piece of content and you may or may not be able to see these hidden instructions. Remember, you can just dump raw ANSI terminal escape sequences and Jeopardy can just read it. So if people encode stuff into images, Jeopardy is just going to be able to read it. And it doesn't even have to be complicated. It could just be as simple as hidden text on a web page. It could just be a tweet that you're looking at. Anytime you interact with a web page, there is some small chance that there is going to be someone trying to maliciously take your information if you're using an LLM. And to me, that's terrifying because I have all of my sensitive information. I do not need 50 industrial grade anime waifu pillows sent to my house. This is not what I want in my life. So why is everyone creating an AI browser all of a sudden? We really actually had none just a little bit ago. Now, I do not think it has anything to do with people trying to use more ChatGPT. I don't think ChatGPT necessarily needs that as the utmost priority. Now, I'm going to have to put on my tinfoil hat here, but I do think it's for data. The reason why they want you using the browsers, they want to see you accept, they want to see you reject, they want all of that good hand artisanal data generated so they can use that to train better models. Because let's just face it, they have no problem scraping the internet for all the data, whether it's legal or not. And they would just absolutely love it if you could just legally send them all that information for free. But there's actually a second reason why I also don't want to use these browsers, and I think this one's really important, which is if you look at this exchange on Twitter, so ChatGPT Atlas browser can browse the web, but not history. It turns out if you ask it to look up a video of, say, Hitler, it will say, sorry, I can't do that. Now, the even more kind of terrifying part is that shortly afterwards, someone said, okay, it looks like it's resolved now, which means they literally have control pretty quickly to be able to shape exactly what you're seeing in real time. It's a whole new level of censorship because now everything you're doing is not only going through Google, it's going to first go through Jeopardy. Now, we can't solve censorship, but can we solve prompt injection? There's a paper called Camel, Defeating Prompt Injections by Design. It's from a little known company called Google, which, they may have put the T in ChatGPT, and they're showing that they can actually solve some level of prompt injection by only making the model 9% dumber. Now, I just don't think there's going to be a world where I'm going to be using one of these AI browsers anytime soon. And the obvious reason, besides for the censorship, should be that I don't think you can prove to me that you cannot be prompt injected. Pliny the prompter is a prolific jailbreaker, and it takes him about 30 minutes on a new model to jailbreak it. And that's the current state-of-the-art frontier models. We are nowhere near having this problem solved, and I am just not going to have my PayPal susceptible to a JPEG. And I don't think you should either. I'm a bit of a pessimist, so I just don't think this problem's going to be solved anytime soon. But I know there's a few smart people out there, so if you have an idea, if you know how to solve prompt injection, you should definitely not tell Samuel Jippity Altman. Instead, hey, me and you, come closer, just let me know. We'll start a company, and we're going to rake it in. The name is the Primogen. Hey, is that HTTP? Get that out of here. That's not how we order coffee. We order coffee via SSH, terminal.shop. Yeah, you want a real experience? You want real coffee? You want awesome subscriptions so you never have to remember again? Oh, you want exclusive blends with exclusive coffee and exclusive content? Then check out Cron. You don't know what SSH is? Well, maybe the coffee's not for you.
Terminal coffee in hand.